Delighted to be once again joined by the Supermarine boss, Bobby Wilkinson. Thank you, Bobby, for taking a little bit of time out of your day to chat with us. Let's start with going back in time to the FA Cup and well, a 4-1 win in the FA Cup. Just an amazing performance. And it sounds like we were talking about it last week where it was a lot of travel, and then you get there, it's absolutely tipping it down, but not enough rain, and nor the firefighters, presumably, could stop the fire that was Frankie Monk.
Preparation was very good all week. I told you, it's all about preparation. You can't win every game, but as long as you prepare properly and you keep your standards high, you always give yourself a chance. But this weekend was all about my players, my staff, everyone at the football club. You know, it was a fantastic win. People have heard me say this many, many times, especially with this group, with what we're building. Don't get too high and don't get too low. So there was no difference because of the win. I was just very proud of the win for my players and everyone at the football club because conditions were absolutely horrendous. It was a 4-hour journey down there because of the conditions, but we stopped off. We had some food. We done our walk. Pre-match was very good, and everyone behind the scenes that arranged that, you know, my secretary and my assistant manager, how I like things to be done, and even the coach company, their driver was fantastic. Collectively as a group, everyone deserved a pat on the back that day. And I made sure on Sunday morning they all had a message from myself congratulating them on hard work. But now it's about keeping them standards high every single week.
Yeah, congratulations on that 4-1 win against Tavistock from everybody here at Swindon 105.5. It's brilliant to see you guys absolutely smash it. And Hungerford, the draw in the next games. Briefly, I will ask you about Hungerford, but yeah, because it's on to the next game. What do you think about that draw? Because you've avoided some pretty big teams because the National League North-South teams come into it. So clubs like Dorking Wanderers filed from the North and South Shield. So how does it feel to avoid the big teams, get Hungerford?
Well, listen, you know this anyway. I didn't want to play Hungerford. They're my old team. I spent 7 years there. I created history, I think 13 times altogether while I was there with them. We've got some brilliant promotions together. I'm still not happy of them because all our promotions are in the toilet now, not in the bar, which has surprised me, but that's football. But we and a unbelievable chairman at the time and fantastic players created history many times. So I don't like going back to my old clubs. I think I've only been back there twice or once when I was with Wildstone, and lucky enough we got a good win that day. But they've got a good manager there in Danny. They're doing really well again this year. He's signed very good. But for me, I just try and avoid, you know, bragging rights. Is that what it's called in football now? You know, Hungerford will be 100% favourites. They're in a different world to us at the moment for what we're trying to achieve and what we're building. I keep saying it to you every week, but listen, there's still some old faces there. My old chairman's already rang me, said he's going to come and watch the game. So I look forward to meeting some people that I haven't seen for a while. It's a fantastic football club, but yes, we want to beat them and we'll certainly be trying to beat them.
Let's focus on the FA Trophy now, because Exmouth, we actually talked about this the first time we met. I mentioned, weirdly, you've got them in the trophy again after the opening game of the season. They just lost 2-0 to Shaftesbury in the FA Cup, but then they drew 1-1 with them in the league prior to that, and then they beat Bristol Manor Farm by 4-0. But you've already beaten them on the opening day of the league season with a 4-2 win. Another trip to Devon as well. Well, I know we've talked about the long journeys. To go back to Devon, are you hoping it's Devon delight, 2 wins in a row?
Yeah, I'm quite pleased to be travelling again because we're still bonding and bringing this group together. The away journeys do help, especially if you win. So we've not really been fortunate with any home ties yet, have we? So, but Exmouth, I thought were fantastic on the days. I thought they were very experienced, good manager. This will be a different challenge now, but preparation is exactly the same as last week. We know where we're going. We know what coach we've got. We know where we're stopping off. So we're basically only half an hour away from where we were last week. So everything in that side of it is good for us, but we know we're up against a very good side. So if we could go down there and maybe bring them home on the Monday or pick out a result, you know, they will be favourites again, you know, especially away from home. But it's a challenge that this group are relishing at the moment, and we're enjoying these challenges. And I was talking.
We talked about windows closing, transfer windows, and things like that. You did manage to get one of the lads from Swindon, Owen Foy, on loan. Are you expecting him to start against Exmouth at the weekend?
Well, I'm not going to promise him he's going to start. It depends how he trains tonight. But the talent of this player and for Swindon for allowing him to come to us is fantastic. I've been a big admirer for his for over a short period of time when I've watched him play for the first team and then he played against us. So to have that caliber of player to come in and make us stronger on the left-hand side gives us the balance. Even though my left back's been playing really well, my left back from Chippenham is quite young, so that gives him a bit of competition as well. So I'm still building this squad to the best of my ability with the finances. So you've got to go into that low market and hopefully, pull out one or two gems that we can afford as well. So really pleased with Owen, if I'm honest with you, Dan. It's a great signing for this football club.
Good luck at the weekend, Bobby. Thank you very much for chatting with me.